Yo family, welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video in what I guess is their first official patch for the game. So we're going to quickly go through in this video, cover off all the things that they've talked about within the patch that they are doing, which as you are watching this video is now already live in game. Now it's a bit of a weird one. It said that it was an 8 or 9 gigabyte update, which sounds pretty big, but there wasn't actually any update or install for me to do when I logged in, so I'm assuming this is just some back-end maintenance kind of patch that they've done. But with that said guys, if you do want to keep up to date with all the news and updates for Marvel Rivals, as well as guides and other content that we're going to be posting, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you appreciate me keeping you up to date with the news on Marvel Rivals, make sure to leave a like and let me know down in the comments below which character are you currently playing at the moment. We also have some giveaways and some other cool stuff coming up for the game, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But for now, let's get into the content. So they start off the patch notes by saying, "Greeting Rivals, we're here to give you the scoop on version 202412110's updates. We noticed that some spots on the edge of the new map would cause characters to become stuck. We've had a look at the entire map and have done our best to fix this bug. However, further adjustments may still be needed to fully resolve the issue. So we ask for your understanding while we continue to look into it and working on a way to prevent this from happening again. Without further ado, here are the details." So general for all platforms. When playing highlights and recordings, crosshair deviation would be significant and there was a possibility for lag. This issue has been resolved. Changing where highlights were saved would cause the game to crash. This issue has also been resolved. Players joining a quick match as a replacement may not be able to see heroes' equipped costumes. This issue has been resolved. Mission progress on the season event screen would not display correctly. This issue has been resolved. Fix some textual errors. More fixes will be coming in a future update. After a crash, the game had a chance to freeze for a long period of time before closing. This issue has been resolved and now the game will close after crashing. Fix some relatively common crash issues. So for map and game modes, on certain maps, particularly Hydra Charteris Base, Hell's Heaven and Klyntar Symbiotic Surface, special collisions on the edges would cause the player's character to become stuck or clip through and enter strange areas. These issues have been largely resolved, but as this affects multiple maps and areas, this bug may be present elsewhere. We will work to continue fixing such issues and develop a solution to thoroughly prevent them. In the foggy areas of Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Hall of Jallia, and Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Burning T'Challa, fog would disappear from Hela and Storm's perspectives when they activated their ultimates. This issue has been resolved. After Jeff the Landshark was revived while in the fog, his teammates and enemies would not be able to see the special effects of Joyful Splash. This issue has been resolved. In Hydra Charteris Base, Hell's Heaven Frozen Airfield, in competitive, if a player was KO'd while moving near a target area, it would cause the lighting to behave abnormally. This issue has been resolved. During matches, disconnecting and reconnecting would cause desynchronization of some doors, i.e. a door looked to be closed but the player could walk through, a door looked to be open but the player couldn't walk through. This issue has been resolved. Hydra Charteris Base Hell's Heaven Eldritch Monument. When the target area was ascending or descending, if Adam Warlock used his ultimate, his teammates would potentially revive and be stuck beneath the terrain if they were right on the target area platform. This issue has been resolved. When the target area was ascending or descending, if Thor or Loki were revived by Hela's team-up ability, they would potentially revive and be stuck beneath the terrain if they were on the target platform. This issue has also been resolved. This is the same for Jeff the Landshark and his ultimate to devour characters. The same could happen there, which has been resolved. And something similar was also happening with Winter Soldier. If he hit an enemy in this same condition with his ultimate, then the damage may have been lost, but again, this has also been resolved. So moving on from that, when switching between rounds in competitive, if the destination was not the last stage of a map, it would cause the vehicle's effective range to not display when it approached the destination, impacting determination of the effective occupation range. This issue has been resolved. And upon reaching the third round in competitive convoy or convergence, heroes had a chance to carry over their ultimate energy from the second round. This issue has been resolved and heroes will no longer inherit their ultimate energy. So moving on to some changes or some fixes for heroes. When Wolverine had his Deadpool and Wolverine costume equipped, no ability voice lines other than Undying Animal abilities line would play. This issue has been resolved. After Star-Lord's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's MVP animation played, sound effects would not be played in the results screen. This issue has been resolved. When Iron Fist used pings, the corresponding voice lines would not be triggered. This issue has been resolved. The description for ADS sensitivity and Black Widow settings was incorrect. This issue has been resolved. In certain situations, Black Widow's ultimate would not recover energy as intended. This issue has been resolved. In certain extreme situations, Captain America's ultimate wouldn't end as intended, and this issue has also been resolved. When Doctor Strange's portal triggered terrain KOs, they would mistakenly restore Doctor Strange's ultimate energy. But now we have disabled the portal's terrain KO attribution to temporarily fix this issue, i.e. terrain KOs will not count towards Doctor Strange's own KOs. Rest assured this bug will be resolved in a future update, at which time we will restore the portal's KO attribution. Though for PC, using FSR3 framerate generation technology to modify the resolution could cause memory leaks, resulting in blurry models. This issue has been resolved. And finally for the video today, console, after equipping the PlayStation Bundle's Scarlet Spider costume, restarting the game could cause the costume not to display as correctly equipped. This issue has been resolved. We'll be keeping an eye on the frequency of different bugs and fixing them as fast as we can. We also have another patch in the works, this time with new content. Be sure to follow our socials for all the latest news. So that's everything there, guys, just a roundup of all the different sort of fixes and bugs that have been pointed out or they've discovered so far and have been working on. I will keep up to date with making sure these patch notes are delivered in case it is an issue that you are currently experiencing. Let me know if you're currently having any issues down in the comments below that haven't been mentioned here today or haven't been brought up as far as you're aware. I'd be interested to see, because for me, the game has been running quite stable and running really, really well. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join our new Discord community, meet some cool, welcoming gamers, then the link for that will be pinned down in the comment below. But otherwise, that is everything for the video today, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.